pounds for the University of Chicago, Charles Benezak, and for Elmhurst, Matt Quigley. And 149 pounds for Chicago, Henry Powell, and from the Blue Jays, Matt Ryan Prager. And 235 pounds from Chicago, Preston Worth, and from the Blue Jays, Danny Forkis. The Brewers are led by Leo Coker, Blue Jays head coaches Steve Marinetti. Our first match of this morning will be at 125 pounds, Teddy Uechuku against Tyler Price.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Elmhurst College. You're watching Elmhurst College Wrestling, the Blue Jays season opening duel against the University of Chicago, live on BlueJayTV.com. My name is Kevin Jude. Glad you could be with us this morning. Apologize for the late start this morning, as originally it was scheduled for 10:30. Had a little miscommunication, I believe, with the official on the start time. That was a time that was changed and moved up earlier. So we are just about ready to get things started. Elmhurst opening the year, their first duel of the season. University of Chicago comes in 0-3. They've wrestled 3 times, including just 2 nights ago where they were defeated by Wheaton. Terry Giardini, our head official. We are ready to get things started. 10 matches today on the docket, starting at 125 pounds. Several changes for the Blue Jays as we've got some new faces. The Elmhurst says goodbye to 4 All-Americans from last year's squad. Only Miguel Venecia returns. Tyler Price in at 125 pounds. Teddy Nuachaka from the University of Chicago. Those are the 2 squaring off. Elmhurst wearing the blue singlets. Chicago in the maroons. Price, a sophomore from Lincoln Way Central, posted a 4-7 record last season. This was a spot that was anchored by Miguel Venecia. He was an All-American for the Blue Jays at 125. He's moved up a weight class this year to 133, a little more comfortable weight for him to compete at. Last year that was a spot held by Dalton Bullard, another All-American, now an assistant coach for Elmhurst. So an opening this year for Elmhurst, and Price filling it here in the opening duel at 125. Price shooting in, gets a hold of the left leg. Nuachaka does a nice job to fight him off, though, and they'll spin back to their feet. Price gets hold of that leg. There's the first takedown of the duel. Right at the circle, and Price is going to drag Nuachaka back in towards the middle. That riding time clock starts counting up. Nuachaka trying to get to his feet and get out of bounds and get a restart. Price is draped all over the waist and got a hold of the left arm of Nuachaka as well. Price spins him down, but they'll be out of bounds. They'll restart in the center. So 2-0 in favor of Tyler Price. Price rolling Nuachaka. He's got him in a dangerous spot here. Near fall points being put on. Price trying to put this one away quickly, but Nuachaka back to his back. A 2 count. 2 back points awarded for Price, and he now leads at 4-0. Steve Marinetti said he's got several different wrestlers he can throw out there at 125 pounds and feel comfortable. Price won the wrestle-offs earlier last weekend for the Blue Jays, so earned the starting nod today. I think you'll see a lot of Elmhurst wrestlers competing individually in the upcoming tournaments. Price trying to spin Nuachaka again. Uechuku trying to get back to his feet. Price still draped all over the waist. Pushes him back to the mat one more time. 45 seconds, the clock rolling. Uechuku trying to crawl back towards the center. Price locked in on both legs, not giving up, and we'll have a stalemate. And we'll restart. Nuichuku, this is his first match of the season. Did not wrestle in either of the Maroons' first 3 duels. A freshman from Montgomery Village, Maryland. Nuichuku to his feet, and Price drives him back down. Almost got the feet in a dangerous, or the shoulders in a dangerous spot. Price working on the leg, trying to spin him over with 10 seconds to go in the opening period. Nuichuku back to all fours. Price drives him back to the mat. 2 seconds, 1 second. The first period will come to a close. Tyler Price, a dominating start. 4-0 in favor of Price. He's got a minute 59 of riding time as well. Chicago will have first choice. And Nuichuku will elect to go down. Price starting in control on top. Quickly pulling down on that left arm. Nuichuku back to a base, though, trying to get to his feet. Price comes in high. Around the shoulders. Price driving Nuichuku back to the mat one more time. Right at the edge of the mat, Derry Giardini right in on top. They will come off the mat, out of bounds. They'll come back to the middle and start again. Price continuing to build riding time, now standing at 2:39, 1:20 left on the clock here in the opening period. And a caution. A little too quick of a start from Price. This time it's a clean start. Price again moving up around the shoulder blades with his control. Nuichuku gets to all fours, trying to get to his feet again, working towards the right side of the mat. Price in control. Nuichuku spinning backwards, going to his back, and Price put him away. No, just a 2 count, but still not out of harm's way yet. Price still locked in around the neck. Another count being applied. More back points here for Price. Can he pin him? Price trying to put this one away, and there it is. 4 minutes and 24 seconds, the official time of the pin, as Tyler Price picks up the victory, and Elmhurst out in front, 6-0, just like that. Next match is 133 pounds. For Chicago, Adam Wyeth, and for Elmhurst, Miguel Venecia. Our first look at the returning All-American for the Blue Jays. Venecia, a great season last year, 24-5 overall, competing all at 125 pounds. Took 5th in the NCAA championships. Technically a junior overall, but a sophomore in eligibility. And Venecia quickly has Wyeth down and in trouble. A takedown and 2 back points for the Elmhurst All-American. It's 4-0 just like that. Venecia moving up to 133. Steve Marionetti said he much more comfortable. He had to cut a lot of weight last year to keep himself at 125 pounds. And Venecia is going to elect to start neutral, give up the point here to Chicago. So 4-1, Venecia going to look for another quick takedown. Locked in around the back. There's control for the Elmhurst wrestler. It's 6-1 now, another takedown. Right at the edge of the mat. Venetia trying to pull him back towards the center a little bit. And now Wyeth has Venetia's leg. Wyeth trying to break free. They're off. There's the escape point awarded to Wyeth. So a 4-point lead. 6-2. Venetia with 40 seconds of riding time. And they have a problem with the scoreboard. It should be 6-2. The riding time should be back down to about 40 seconds, I believe. Terry Giardini going to set it up here with the scoreboard. So our first break, we should tell you this is part of a triple header here today on Blue Jay TV. We start with Elmhurst Wrestling, then go right into Elmhurst College football. That's set for a 1 o'clock start from Langhorse Field as the Blue Jays welcoming Carthage College. And then at 4:30, the CCIW Volleyball Tournament Championship match. Elmhurst will face Millikan University. Still having an issue here. The score should be 6-2 to my recollection here, as Venetia had 2 takedowns and back points, and then should be 40 seconds left of riding time. They have that now. Let's see if the scoreboard, if the score gets adjusted here. Now we've got it set. 6-2 in favor of Venetia, 40 seconds of riding time. We're off and running. Venetia circles around Wyeth. They tie up right in the center of the mat. Venetia starts to shoot in. Wyeth defends it nicely. Down to a minute to go in the opening period. Still tied up in the center. Clock rolls down to 30 seconds. Still 6-2 in favor of Venetia. Not a whole lot of action here for the last 45 seconds. Clock winding down to 20 seconds. Venetia stalking Wyeth towards the edge of the mat. Walks up on the elbow, down to 10 seconds. They'll start to work their way back towards the middle. Venetia tries to pull on that arm and shoot for the leg. Defended nicely by Wyeth. 2 seconds, 1 second. First period in the book with Venetia leading 6-2. Venetia starting down to start the second period, grabs a quick escape, and it's 7-2 now in favor of the Elmhurst wrestler. Wyeth grabs hold of the left arm. Venetia pushes away as they circle around each other back in the center of the mat. Wyeth will come off the edge of the mat. Terry Giardini says, let's get back on and keep the clock moving. Just work your way back towards the middle. 1:10 left in the second period. Venetia and Wyeth will tie up one more time. Venetia shooting in, pushing down on the head of Wyeth, now driving him back towards the edge of the mat. Wyeth comes off, Venetia retreats back towards the middle. Wyeth gets hold of the leg of Venetia, looking for his first takedown of the match, and Venetia off the edge of the match, off the edge of the mat. No takedown, they'll come back to the middle with 15.1. Eight seconds left in the period. The two circle each other again. And the second period will wind down and come to a close with Venetia with a 7-2 lead for the Blue Jays. Venetia will start on top to open the third period. He's got a 37-second riding time advantage, so not a factor at all right now. Venetia quickly rolls over the top of Wyeth, spins him back to the mat. That riding time clock building back up to 45 seconds now. Closing in on that bonus point. Wyeth to his feet, and he has the escape shy of the riding time advantage. Clock stopped at 56. It's 7-3 now. Wyeth staying right with the Elmhurst All-American after the quick first period start for Venetia. Wyeth has not given up much since. Scoreless second period. And he's got the escape here. Clock rolling down to 1 minute, 5 seconds. .50 seconds now left in this third period. A stalling warning issued to the Blue Jays. Down to 40 seconds. Venetia locked up on the elbow again, now retreats a little bit. Wyeth shooting in for the leg. Venetia defends, locks up on the arms, and slings Wyeth away with 25 seconds. Venetia pushing in, gets hold of the leg. Does he get the takedown? No, he's off the edge. Quick strike by Venetia, trying to push down on the head, shoot in on the legs, and he had the takedown but was off the edge of the mat. So the takedown nullified. 16 seconds left. Wyeth down to one knee. Venetia pushing, driving him off the edge again. They'll come off the mat and go back towards the center. That's how the clock winds down. This match is over, with Venetia scoring a 7-3 win. Makes it 9-0 in favor of the Blue Jays in this duel. 141-pound match is up next. For Elmhurst, it's Matt Quigley, a junior with a 10-7 record last year out of Lincoln Way Central. For Chicago, Charles Banarzik, a freshman with a 2-1 record. He's wrestled in all three duels so far this season for the Maroons out of Bethesda, Maryland, from Chevy Chase High School. And Quigley locked in on the leg. Banaszak has Quigley around the waist. Quigley spins around, gets free. Can he wrap him up? trying to get control for the takedown. There's the takedown, and he's got Banaszak in all kinds of trouble, but Banaszak spins his way free. Now almost a reversal for Banaszak as Quigley gets himself loose, and now it's 2-1 as Banaszak credited with the escape. Four to 1. They did give Quigley some back points here as well. He had 11 seconds as he almost had Banaszak in trouble. Quigley again shooting in, has hold of the right leg, but Banaszak defends off and gets back to his feet. Now Banaszak driving in, grabs Quigley by the leg, flips him over the top, and now he's got his first takedown of the match. 4-3. Quigley spins his way loose, and it's 5-3. Quigley locked up underneath the shoulders of Banaszak. Banaszak shakes the arm loose, and they'll come back towards the middle here. 1:15 left on the clock in the opening period. Banaszak shoots in. Quigley spins away from it, now wraps up around the leg. Banaszak's got hold of Quigley's right leg as well. Quigley trying to free up that leg and spin his way in behind for control in the takedown. And now Banaszak flipping around, still no takedown, and now Quigley's got both legs. Can he drive him down and get control? Yes, he can. There's the takedown. 7-3 in favor of Quigley, with riding time building back to 10 seconds and counting up. Down to 30 seconds in this opening period. Banaszak back to his feet. Quigley not letting go. Quigley spins him back to the mat. Banaszak quickly back to his feet again, but still not out of the grasp of Quigley. Now he is. Makes it 7-4. Riding time stopped with 28 seconds. 14 seconds all that remains in the period. Down to 6 seconds. This first period looks like it'll come to a close with Quigley up 7-4. And that's how it ends. Steve Marionetti and head coach of the Maroons, Leo Coker, going over to talk with Terry Giardini. Not sure. Asking for a clarification, perhaps? Banaszak starts down, quickly spins free. 7-5. Quigley has 30 seconds of riding time, but leads it by 2 points right now. Quigley takes a look at the left leg, can't get it as Banaszak backs out, back to his feet. Banaszak tries to shoot in. Quigley defending, pushing down on the head of Banaszak. Nothing doing for either grappler. They'll come back to their feet and start again. One minute, 15 seconds, all that's left. Quigley has the leg and drives him down, but they're off the edge of the mat. No takedown. Banaszak drives in. He's got a hold of Quigley's leg. Now Quigley tries to spin himself over the top. Both wrestlers locked up. Banaszak with a solid grasp on Quigley's left leg. Quigley laying on the top of Banaszak. He's got a hold of the left leg as well. Quigley. Now Banaszak has both legs trying to spin Quigley down, and he has the takedown. We are even up at 7 with 45 seconds to go. Riding time being eroded here. Best match so far of the day, Charles Banaszak. Said entered with a 2-1 mark. Quigley 10-7 last season. This is first match of the 2013-14 season. 20 seconds to go. Riding time at 0 now as Quigley trying to get to his feet and get an escape. Banaszak still locked in on the elbow, pulling down. Down to 10 seconds to go in this period. Two seconds, 1 second, the horn sounds. So the first two periods have gone by the wayside, and we are dead even at 7-7. Riding time a non-factor right now. The clock 17 seconds in favor of Banaszak as we get set for the third period. Quigley is going to start in the down position, so an opportunity for a quick escape if he can get to his feet. Quigley shakes loose the hand grip. Banaszak keeps control. They roll around a little bit, but Banaszak stays on top in control. Now he's going to try to build a riding time. Up to 30 seconds of an advantage for Banaszak. Dead center in the middle of the mat. Quigley trying to get to a base. 45 seconds. Banaszak closing in on getting that bonus point for riding time advantage. 54 seconds now and counting up. Banaszak is going to have that riding time advantage right now with 1 minute. 1:15 left on the clock in the period. Quigley gets to a base, but Banaszak is locked in around the shoulder. Quigley towards the edge of the mat. Will come off it and will come back to the middle. 1:19 now, a riding time advantage for Banaszak as he will have enough if Quigley can't get out of this one or get an escape or a reversal. It's 7-7. Banaszak with the bonus point with a 1:19 advantage of ride time. 57.8 seconds left in this match. And a way too quick of a start that time for Quigley, trying to anticipate Terry Giardini's whistle and get to his feet quickly. Jumped the gun instead. We'll start again. Banaszak quickly pulling down on the right arm of Quigley, preventing him from getting to a base. Banaszak trying to spin Quigley over now with 45 seconds left. Down to 28 seconds. Quigley spins his way free. He's got hold of the leg. Is he out? Still no signal yet. No on the escape. Looked like Quigley may have come free, but not all the way. 15 seconds as he couldn't quite complete the escape. .8. Quigley going to have to quickly get out of this one. Spinning his way once, spinning twice. He's to his feet, now trying to spin over. Banaszak locked in. Quigley's got hold of the leg now too. Can Quigley get around for a reversal? 3 seconds, 2 seconds. No, this one's how it's going to end as Banaszak gets the victory with an 8-7 after the riding time point. So Elmhurst, Ryan Prater coming to the mat. Prater, a University of Illinois transfer, a starter at University of Illinois. 1 year of eligibility left. His first match as a Blue Jay. Henry Powell, a freshman with an 0-2 record from the University of Chicago. Prater from Plainfield Central. Prater quickly in, and he's got the first takedown. Powell holding on to the leg of Prater. Prater trying to just power him over. Prater Locked in around the waist, trying to spin Powell around. Trying to end this one quickly. Prater has Powell in trouble, but can't spin the shoulders back over. Powell doing a nice job to fight that one off. Again, Prater cinching it in, though. Now he's got Powell back point, a 1 count only. Pulling in on the arm, trying to get position to spin Powell's shoulders back to the mat again. Prater has Powell back over, gets a 2 count. 2 points for near fall points for Prater, make it 4-0. Has the riding time clock as well with 1:05 already and still counting up. One minute, 15 seconds left in the first period. Powell back to his feet, not out yet, and Prater quickly pulls that leg in and pulls him back down to the mat. Prater again trying to get Powell turned over. 44 seconds. Prater has the cradle trying to cinch it in on Powell, down to 25 seconds. Gets him over. Count being applied. Can't quite get the shoulders flat to the mat yet for the pin. Prater in position again. Can he finish him off? Count being applied. Clock gonna wind down here. And I think that's how this one will come to a close, but Prater with 3 more near fall points. It's 7-0, and Leo Coker wants to talk to Terry Giardini again. Satisfied with the answer he gets. It's 7-0. Prater and Powell to start the second period. Prater dominating this one so far. Blue Jays leading the duel 9-3. Prater up 7-0. Prater starting on top, quickly spinning Powell back to the mat. Powell rolling over the top. Prater circles in behind. He's got Powell in trouble again. Back points being applied, and there's the pin. 15 seconds into the second period. Call it 3:15 officially. The pin for Ryan Prater makes it 15-3 in favor of the Blue Jays. So our match at 157 pounds, Michael McNulty from the University of Chicago, freshman. He's got an 0-2 record. Nick DiNardo, a sophomore returning starter for the Blue Jays, posted a 19-12 mark, was a CCAW place winner last season. Elmhurst lineup has a lot of new faces this year after they said goodbye to 4 All-American seniors, Ryan Early, Dalton Bullard, and 2 national champions in Joe Rao and Mike Benefiel. DiNardo spins his way free. Had a very impressive freshman season. The sophomore out of Plainfield North. McNulty is freshman out of Manuka High School. 1 minute, in the books already. Down to 2 to go in this opening period. No score still, as these two still tied up in the center of the mat. McNulty shooting in, gets hold of the legs of DiNardo. DiNardo locked up on the waist now of McNulty, trying to spin him over. Still nothing doing here, neither one in control. DiNardo trying to spin him over, and a stalemate called by Terry Giardini. One minute, 20 seconds. Down to 105 now, still scoreless as these two locked up again, pushing off towards the edge of the mat. DiNardo trying to push down. They'll come off the mat and restart again with 54 seconds. DiNardo pulling down, trying to get himself in position for 2 points and a takedown, and Terry Giardini will call another stalemate and we'll restart. Been pretty even. Both guys have been locked up on each other, but neither one able to get control yet and score the first points of the match. Getting a hold of the leg, but off the mat was McNulty. Back to the center they go one more time. Down to 5 seconds, clock winding down. This first period comes to a close. First match of the day that's had a scoreless first period, is neither wrestler able to get position. DiNardo defers, so the choice will be with McNulty here to start the second period. Looks like he's going to elect to go down. So DiNardo powering McNulty back down. McNulty trying to get to a base. Locked in with a headlock right now is DiNardo. Dead center in the middle of the mat, right on the Blue Jay. Now, seated position goes McNulty. DiNardo rolls him back down, trying to roll him back over and get the shoulders down, but DiNardo has got it cinched in pretty tight. Draped all over the shoulders of McNulty. 45 seconds now, riding time cushion for DiNardo. To the edge of the mat they go. Still on, clock still winding here. McNulty trying to get his way free, and they'll come off the edge and they'll restart in the center. 1 minute, 1 second. DiNardo 1 second away from a riding time advantage. Been in control since the start. McNulty tries to roll out. DiNardo hangs on, still in control and on top. He's built up that riding time advantage. He's got the clock winding in his favor, 1:10 and going up. .35 seconds. Down to a minute and a half now. Stalemate called. 22.2 is left on the clock. DiNardo has been in control and trying to ride out the final 22 seconds of the second period. And a caution called. To his feet is McNulty, but DiNardo lifts him up and slams him back down. 15 seconds left. McNulty trying to get up and get 1 point here before the second period comes to a close. DiNardo locked in, driving the shoulders down. Can he get a count put on? Not yet, says Giardini. Says no, and the second period will come to a close. Still scoreless, but Nick DiNardo rides McNulty for the entire period. He's built up the riding time cushion out to 2 minutes. So they start neutral and give DiNardo the point here. And DiNardo locked up around the shoulders one more time of McNulty. He leads it 1-0 with a 2-minute riding time advantage after the quick escape. So McNulty basically needing a takedown here to tie this one up. McNulty shoots in. He's got a hold of the leg. DiNardo trying to counter it. DiNardo trying to free that right leg up. He's locked in on the left leg of McNulty. If he can spin his leg free. Now DiNardo trying to break the hold of McNulty, and we'll call another stalemate. On deck 165, Steve Myers from Elmhurst. Paul Papaseats from Chicago, the next match. 1:10 left in this contest right now. Down to a minute. McNulty has hold of the leg one more time. DiNardo to his seat. He locks into the waist of McNulty, now trying to fight off the hold of McNulty, pushing down on the head one more time, locked in on the left arm as well. McNulty getting very close though. Still no takedown being awarded yet. And there's 2 points for McNulty. He's going to tie this match up at 2. DiNardo can get a victory here if he can escape and get to his feet. It's 2-1 McNulty, but DiNardo has the riding time. And now a reversal? No, they went over the top, no back points. DiNardo just needs to get his leg free with 15 seconds left. Or is this one headed to overtime? 9 seconds, still even. McNulty locking in, and I think that's how this one's going to go. They'll roll over the top, no control change. So it is 2-2 with the riding time, so this one will go to overtime. One minute on the clock. First takedown going to win this. McNulty has the leg. DiNardo has the waist. Just a dangerous quick strike. He had him taken down and had those shoulders nearly flat in the same motion. Papaseats gets an escape, 6-3. Myers wrote off enough of the riding time clock. Clock winding to 30 seconds in the second period. Myers now starting on top for period number 3. Driving Papaseats down. Still locked in. 4 matches protocol. After this one, Papaseats to his feet, spins for a escape. Make it 6-4. With a minute 40. Riding time, a non-back. Papaseats takes the takedown. He's got 28 seconds of a riding time. He can't get back in front. Myers driving in, tries to stalemate call, but they got 8 seconds. Myers again playing defense, pushing down. Down to 50 seconds to go in the period. Still on. They'll come back to the center with 36 seconds to go. Pulls down on the head, 24 seconds left to go in this contest. Myers leading at 6-4. Riding time will be a non-factor. Papaseats needs a takedown to try and tie this one up. Stalling warning called on Myers with 6 seconds to go. Papaseats trying to push him down. This one's going to come to a close, and Myers is going to hold on for a 6-4 win. Makes the duel score 21-3 in favor of Elmhurst. Next match is 174 pounds for Chicago. Stephen Frankie. For Elmhurst, Stefan Kunze. Frankie 0-3, a sophomore from Wheaton Warrenville South on the season. Kunze had some limited action. He's got a quick takedown, though, just seconds into the match. He was 1-1 last season for the Blue Jays. Kunze still locked in around the waist. It'll come off the edge of the mat and restart in the center. Frankie trying to get the reversal, and he has it on Kunze, so we're even up at 2. Frankie working on top of Kunze. Riding time counting down to 10 seconds will be still in favor of Kunze at the moment. Kunze had the early takedown 15 seconds in, but Frankie was able to reverse it. Frankie trying to roll Kunze over. Now he's got him in trouble, but 1 second. They quickly turn around. Does Kunze have the reversal? Yes, he does. Kunze now trying to finish off Frankie. He's got him in position. Is that it for the pin? Right there on top, very, very close to it. Can he finish him off? Flat. The left one sure is. We can see that from up here. Can't quite tell on the right one as Frankie does a nice job to spin himself back over. A reversal into near fall points. It's 7-2 in favor of Kunze. Kunze trying to spin Frankie to his back again. Frankie, he's got the reversal now. Kunze spins back to his stomach to prevent the near fall point. It's 7-4 in favor of Kunze. 15 seconds left. This one's been tight. A lot of reversals. Third reversal of the match. Down to 4 seconds. This one's going to come to a close here with Kunze leading 7-4 after the first period. Kunze defers. And Frankie will elect to start down. And a caution before we get started in the second period. Kunze leading 7-4. He starts on top. Frankie trying to get to his feet. Kunze locks him around the leg. And trying to flip him over. Kunze in control right now to start. He's got a riding time advantage back to 55 seconds. Trying to get 5 more to get that bonus point. Now trying to spin Frankie over as well and get some possible near fall points. And now Frankie, does he have the reverse? Nope, Kunze rolls over the top, almost into a pinning position. Frankie counters it, gets back to his stomach though. Riding time now favoring Kunze in 1:15. He's got enough for the bonus point, already with a 3-point lead. Stalemate going to be called, and we'll come back to the middle and start again. Kunze starting on top again for Elmhurst. Pushing down again. Frankie getting the reversal again. Another reversal, the 4th one of this contest. 7-6 in favor of Elmhurst. Frankie trying to erode the riding time advantage of Kunze as well. Kunze right now with 1:30. The clock about a 1 second differential. If he can hold on, he'll get rid of the riding time. Kunze to all fours, trying to get to his feet, spins over. Does he get free? Nope. Frankie held on to the leg. Kunze does a nice job to try to fend it. Kunze maybe possibly trying to get another reversal here as well. Down to 10 seconds. Kunze trying to get that leg free and get the escape point before the period ends. He cannot. Frankie holds on. Kunze leads it 7-6 after 2 periods. 59 seconds is what the riding time advantage is in favor of Kunze. So riding time right now, not a factor. Kunze will start down. Frankie will cover to start the 3rd period. Kunze tries to get to his feet. Frankie quickly takes him down. Kunze in the Frankie trying to spin over the top. Frankie could get a riding time advantage if he were to ride him out for the entire period. The way this match is going, that seems kind of unlikely, as these two have each reversed each other twice. Frankie spins over. Kunze now has the leg. Are we in position for another reversal? Kunze still not an escape yet. He's locked up on the leg to hold on for Chicago. Kunze spins over. He's got a reversal. 5th reversal of this contest. 9-6 now in favor of the Elmhurst grappler as we come down to a minute to go in the period. Kunze trying to pull himself back down. 57. Down to 40. Kunze with the riding time cushion building back up, trying to power Frankie back down. And now Frankie gets free. Did Frankie get a reversal? Yes, he does. 2 points, another reversal. 9-8 now. Riding time a non-factor. Frankie is going to have to try and roll Kunze to get some points. Kunze holding on to a 1-point lead with 10 seconds to go. Down to 7 seconds. 5 seconds as the clock ticking down. Kunze gets a leg, and that's how this one will end as Kunze hangs on for a 9-8 victory. So with the win, Elmhurst has locked up the duel at least. They lead at 24-3. Cannot be beaten. Danny Balderas heads to the mat for the Blue Jays at 184 pounds, facing Samuel Panisi. Panisi is senior, 0-2. Balderas is senior, 18-5 last season for Elmhurst. Nationally ranked throughout the season. Just ran into some trouble at the regional. Balderas quickly in with a takedown, just 20 seconds in. He's got Panisi in all kinds of trouble. Near fall points being accumulated right now. 3 quick near fall points for Balderas as Panisi goes to his stomach and now will try to get back to his feet. Balderas trying to spin Panisi back to the mat one more time. Had a 1 count, but that's it. Now the count being applied, another 1 count. Now the account being applied by Giardini. This is going to be 3 more near fall points for sure for Balderas. He's going to roll him back over. 3 more points. It's 8-0 in just a minute and 10 seconds. Balderas will cover, and a caution going to be called. Balderas slams Panisi back to the mat. Riding time advantage now in his favor, over a minute. He already leads it 8-0. Steve Marinetti said Balderas is going to be counted on this year as one of the team's leaders, expecting him to have a great season. Panisi spins away and is free. 8-1 in favor of Balderas with 1:15 left. Balderas pulling in on the right arm, or on the left arm rather, of Panisi. Down to a minute to go in the period. Balderas leads at 8-1. He's got a minute 18 of riding time. The clock ticking down to 40 seconds. Panisi locked up around the collar. Balderas trying to get an underhook. Panisi will push him away, and they'll come back, walk back to the middle with 20 seconds to go. Three seconds, 2 seconds. The first period will come to a close here. Blue Jays with a duel lead, 24-3. They have locked up the duel already. Can't be beaten. Meanwhile, 3 matches still to go. 2 to follow this one. As Balderas will start down in the second period. He quickly has an escape and has both legs locked in Panisi. Balderas powers him down. Can he hold on? He can get control. Yes, he can. Make it 11-1 in favor of Balderas with 1:45 to go. Couple near falls, and this one can be over with a technical fall. 10-point cushion, already a major in the major decision category for Balderas. Balderas holding in on top of Panisi. 1:12 left to go in the second period. It's been all Danny Balderas so far. Panisi's only point and escape. Balderas, a couple of takedowns and 2 near falls as well. Panisi gets back to his feet with a minute to go. It's 11-2 now with an escape point. Balderas has built a 2-minute plus riding time advantage. Two grapplers feeling each other out. Panisi tries to start in. Balderas shies away. Now he shoots in. And Panisi will walk back. .30 seconds to go. Near the edge of the mat, they will not come off it just yet. Locked up with 15 to go in the second period. Panisi trying to throw Balderas. Balderas spins around. Panisi's locked up around the waist, so is Balderas. This one's going to come to a close here as Balderas leads 11-2 after 2 periods. A 2-minute riding time advantage as well. Panisi elects to start down for Chicago. Balderas will let him get to his feet and kick him loose. It's 11-3 now. Still in the category of a major decision right now. Balderas gets a hold of the left leg, trying to pull Panisi back in, right at the edge of the mat. Panisi trying to fight it off. Danny Balderas is locked in on the left leg. Can he finish the takedown? Yes. Takedown complete, and then they're off the mat. Balderas doing a nice job to keep his feet in play and finish the takedown. 13-3 now he leads it, and he'll start on top as they come back to the middle with 1:20 left to go in this contest. 10-point lead, a virtual 11-point cushion with the riding time. He has secured the riding time advantage right now. He will definitely finish with that bonus point. As Balderas just trying to spin him over a little bit. Balderas locked in on top right now, trying to flip Panisi's shoulders to the mat, get some more near fall points. Balderas trying to muscle his way and power Panisi over. Panisi fights it off, though, goes back to his stomach on the mat. Panisi trying to get to all fours and get to a base now. Stalling warning, and Panisi has an escape. 13-4 with 15 seconds to go. So that one's done. So Balderas with a 14-3 major decision. On to 197 pounds, Mark Meyer, a junior with an 0-1 record on the season for Chicago. Elmhurst gets their first look at Bryce Sellers, a freshman out of Iowa, state place winner in his high school career. Meyer pushing down on the head, going for the leg from behind on Sellers. Sellers to his feet, and just they'll push each other off and come back to the middle and start again. Two wrestlers tied up again towards the middle. 1:55 left on the clock here in the opening period. At the edge of the mat with 1:30 to go. They'll come off the edge and get back to the center. Just one match to follow this one. That being at heavyweight. 197 is Sellers with big shoes to fill as the Blue Jays said goodbye to Mike Benefiel last year. Benefiel came in as a senior transfer and promptly won a national title to close out his wrestling career. Sellers and Meyer right at the edge of the mat. Myers will push Sellers off, and they'll come back at a stalling warning. Sellers trying to shoot his way in for the leg. Meyer doing a nice job to fight it off, pushing down on the head one more time of Sellers, and they'll come back to the middle now with 25 to go. Meyer trying to spin his way around, but they're off the edge. They'll come back with 3.3 seconds left as the first period looks like it'll go down scoreless. Clock will tick away and the horn sounds. So Meyer will start down as Sellers will cover. Just the second match, I believe, that's been scoreless opening period. Meyer tries to roll himself free off the restart. Sellers, a nice job to hold on and drive the Chicago grappler back to all fours. Sellers has the left arm locked in of Meyer. Now Meyer frees it up, trying to get back to a base. One minute, 5 seconds as left on the clock as Sellers is building up that riding time cushion. The riding time clock now in his favor with a minute. And now a caution for stalling on Meyer. .45 seconds left in the period. Sellers still in control, has been in control all of this period and has built up a riding time cushion. .22 seconds left on the clock. Sellers still trying to gain himself a good position to spin Myers over. But Meyer just flat right now on the mat. Tries to get to a base and a stalling warning. Again, the second one results in a point for Bryce Sellers. So Sellers leads now 1-0 after the stalling point. He's built up a 2-minute riding time advantage as he rides Meyer for the entire period. So we're going to get set for the third. Sellers spins loose and immediately to his feet. He's out with with an escape, 2-0. These two grapplers locked up again. Haven't had a takedown in this match yet. But Sellers up 2-0 after a stalling point and an escape. He does have the riding time factor of 1:58 as well. .120 left on the clock here as these two tie up again towards the center. Meyer pushing down, trying to drive Sellers towards the edge. Sellers comes free, locks up collar and elbow again. Down to 52 seconds. Sellers has secured the riding time point. So a virtual 3-0 cushion right now against Meyer. And now a stalling point has been given to to Meyer. Stalling called on Sellers, so now it's 2-1. So a takedown for Meyer would even the score virtually as it's 2-1, but Sellers does have the riding time clock with 20 seconds to go. Clock winding down to 12 seconds. Sellers shooting in, had hold of the leg of Meyer. Meyer going to just try to fight it off, and that's how this one will come to a close as Sellers scores a 3-1 victory in his Elmhurst debut. So our final match of the day is at heavyweight. Danny Vargas, the senior from Elmhurst. Preston Worth, the senior from University of Chicago. Worth has not wrestled a match yet this season. Danny Vargas, a senior, has been a starter for the past for the Blue Jays, had a 3-1 record last season after moving up to heavyweight. He wrestled primarily at 197 his first couple years and always had a bigger body, and Marionetti said he's kind of filled out that frame nicely this year, wrestling at a comfortable weight class here at heavyweight now. Vargas and Worth will come back to the middle. Vargas locked up around the arms. They'll come back to the middle. Still scoreless. 1:34 left in the opening period. Vargas and Worth tie up again. Vargas going for the legs, but he's off the mat. Just not able to secure the takedown. At the edge of the mat, their two are tied up again. Down to 50 seconds to go. Off the edge of the mat, and they will restart with 40 seconds left. Down to 30 seconds, still scoreless. As the two heavyweights will circle each other and come back towards the middle. As Worth coming in with a quick takedown to get 2 points. Just a very quick strike, got in around the leg of Vargas and got the takedown just before they went out of bounds with 2.4 seconds left to go here. Vargas will try to get to his feet and get free, but cannot. So Worth with a good late takedown has a 2-0 advantage here as we get set start period number 2. And Vargas may have been cut here, so he's going to head off to the corner here to see the Elmhurst trainer. So the Blue Jays have wrapped up the duel. They lead at 31-3. There's only this last match here, as Danny Vargas from Elmhurst and Preston Worth of Chicago. Worth with a 2-0 lead here after the first period. As Balderas being attended to by the Elmhurst trainer, says he's all set. They'll come back to the middle and get set to start period number 2. Worth driving Vargas back down. Vargas trying to get to a base. He's on all fours, and now Worth just jumps on the back and pulls him back down. Vargas just trying to power his way free. Spins free, and he's got a reversal. Nicely done by Danny Vargas. Got the leg free and just jumped around quickly, jumped on top of Worth, and it's 2-2 here. And now Vargas getting some near fall points as he spun the shoulders of Worth. 2 points on the near fall, 4-2 in favor of Elmhurst Danny Vargas as we come up on a minute to go here in the second period. Off the edge of the mat, they'll come back to the middle. 39.7 seconds left. Vargas on top, 4-2. Has a riding time advantage of 32 seconds right now. Point not a factor, but if he holds on, he can build up that advantage. Worth trying to spin his way free. Vargas, a nice job to spin his way back in control. Has that left arm locked in around the waist. And again, Worth tries to spin his way free. Vargas now trying to lock in, seeing if he can spin Worth over again. Had near fall points earlier. Can he get some more? Worth doing a nice job to combat it. Worth gets back to his stomach as the clock ticks away here with 10 seconds to go. Now a whistle as the headgear came off of Worth. 8.2 all that's left in this period. Worth will adjust the headgear. He'll start down again, trailing 4-2. Vargas now with a riding time advantage now of 1:03, so the bonus point in play. Vargas trying to get some back points here as time ticking away. He will get 2 more points as he spins Worth over. 6-2 now at the end of 2. They will elect to go neutral to start the third period. Vargas a 6-2 lead with a riding time advantage of 1:12. Vargas and Worth tied up at the edge of the mat. He'll come off the edge of the mat and come back to the middle. Coming up on noon, don't forget, football game coming your way at 1 o'clock as Elmhurst set to take on Carthage. Down to 1 minute, 25 seconds. Vargas locked in on both legs. Did he get the takedown? No. Feet were out of bounds when he took down Worth. 1 minute, 21 seconds. Vargas, this time he's got the legs again. Did he finish the takedown? Yes, he did, and then he went on a play. He kept that left foot in on the edge of the mat. Official right in on top of the call. It's 8-2 now in favor of Vargas. Vargas spinning Worth back over in control with 1 minute to go here in this contest. It's 31-3 in favor of the Blue Jays in the duel. Vargas leads it 8-2, a virtual 9-2 lead with the riding time point. As Vargas has now secured the riding time cushion. So he's got a 7-point advantage in this match. Vargas trying to get his third near fall of the contest. Count being put on again. They're off the edge. 2 points for Vargas, is making it 10-2 with 12 seconds to go. So the seconds winding down, 5 seconds and counting. Vargas going to win this one by an 11-2 major decision. Makes the final score of the duel 35-3. Elmhurst has kicked off the season in an impressive fashion here, winning 9 of the 10 contests against the University of Chicago. The Blue Jays 1-0 now, Chicago 0-4. Thanks for watching the Elmhurst College wrestling team debut in the 2013-14 season. We will quickly sign off here as we go get set up for the Elmhurst College football game. That's coming your way at 1 o'clock, followed by the women's volleyball team hosting Millikan University in the title match of the CCIW volleyball tournament. That's scheduled for 4:30 p.m. For our crew, this is Kevin Jude saying so long. Thanks for watching BlueJayTV.com. BlueJayTV.com. BlueJayTV.com.